What's up, guys? I'm going to tell Instagram we're streaming right now. So it's done. Let's see what's my YouTube.com. I'm going to share the link if I can find it. Here we go. So in this stream, I'm going to go over some processing techniques, and I'm also going to go over some, let's see. I have a giveaway. Actually, I have 3 giveaways here, and then I'm going to go over some other stuff like Q&A, whatever you want to ask me. I'm going to quickly share a picture right now of the live stream for Instagram so people can come. There we go. Let's see, I have to finish this thumbnail real quick. I'm going to put the swipe up link. Swipe up. All right. Alright guys, so let's see, I'm going to actually share that as well on Facebook real quick so it's done, since right now it's just started anyway. So let's see here, Facebook. I don't know what Facebook is, pages, anyway. Hey, what's up guys? Hello. Can you hear me? I guess you can see me as well, right? So let me do this real quick. I'm gonna do the thumbnail for the next video real quick. Shark, let's say Shark Night, I guess, sounds pretty good, right? That was doing the Shark Nebula attempt. Let's see if you guys can hear me. Hello there, hello Caleb, hello Helder. Loud and clear, perfect. Let me just finish this real quick. I'll put some red in there. Let's see. Let's add a exclamation point for some more drama, right? Shark Night. And then I'm gonna activate my my selfie here. Let's see. View. Wow, pretty cool, isn't it? And then this thing here. That was really a really hard target, by the way. That was such a difficult target, but yeah, it's gonna be the next video. So maybe I think on Friday, so in 2 days, I'll put this one up on YouTube. That was a pretty interesting week. Anyway, so welcome guys. I'm going to watching while walking. I'm going to go over some processing right now of the Tulip Nebula, which is a pretty difficult target. I think I spent about 21 hours on it. Krusnik, when are you guys going to take night shots? I'm going to, well, I just went a few days ago with a couple of friends to image the Shark Nebula, and I also went to get Andromeda last week, which the videos are coming. But for Dahlia, she's been working so hard, and actually today she's been going back to the office, so it's a bit difficult. There's a big truck passing by like 10 times. So hopefully together soon, but without her I've been a few times already in the past couple of weeks. Let's see, so I plan to process the Tulip Nebula. You can kind of see my screens here. And I'm going to show you guys what each individual image looks like, because those were all taken from home. So for my Bottle 9 backyard. I'm going to show you each single shot. So I have 281 HA frames, I have 91 oxygen, and I have 183 sulfur, which I believe in total is about 24 hours, because they were all, I think, 5 minutes long. I should double check, but let's see what they all look like. So as you can see here, it's already pretty bad. You can barely see the tulip here, and there's supposed to be so much gas all around there. And then we have oxygen, which is going to be even worse. Yep. Oxygen is always the worst. Like if you're imaging from a light polluted backyard, the oxygen filter does not block as much light as HA and S2. But of course HA is going to look, I'm sure, fantastic. And yeah, pretty cool. So here is a Tulip Nebula, and here is some gas in Cygnus. I'm going to make sure I look at your questions in real time. Turkey, 11:40 p.m. Wow. I have to join the group outing sometimes. Yeah, the problem with people wanting to come to Vegas to join us is that we get so many requests of like people just keep asking us, can you tell us next time we go out? Can you tell us next time you image? And we're like overwhelmed with people asking us to go with us. But we have like a tight group in Vegas here with a few friends, which we go image with them like on a regular basis. But it's really difficult to try to get others together. Maybe doing an event at some point, we should do that. But to kind of like not waste too much time, I actually stacked those images this morning, so I'm going to actually open the stacked images. Let's see, where are they? Oh, here. So we have those 3 ones here. I did not want to drizzle them because it takes forever, and I'm kind of lazy today, so let's see what we have. I don't think I'll go over this whole processing because it's gonna probably maybe 3 hours long, so I might just cut it halfway through, or we'll see. But let's see how long it takes, because I know for a fact that just the DBE will take me like a long time at the beginning. But yeah, if you have any questions about either that or pretty much anything, I'll make sure to check your I'll bring geology to fun times. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be great actually. What scope did you use for these images? So I used the mid 115mm. So it's kind of weird. I used the mid 115mm for like 3/4 of the data, and then I switched at the last night, I think, with the SVX 130. And actually I'm afraid, because I'm afraid to have some like the field of, oh, there you go, look at that. See, the field of view here is a bit different. So the wider field of view was with a mid 115, whereas those lines here, the framing was from the SVX 130, because they both have almost the same field of view. The SVX is, I think, 655, whereas the mid is like 644, so it's like 11mm difference, but you can see it here. So I'm actually very annoyed by that. I'm gonna have to do some cropping. And the camera was the ASI. Ooh, nice. The ASI 1600 mono. The HA is almost like, doesn't matter what you shoot in Cygnus, in HA, it's always amazing. Look at that. Like the O3 is really bad, but the HA is wow. And this is like a weird circle here. Oof. Like I'm already like dreading, because I know for a fact I'm gonna have so much trouble with the DBE in a second. But anyway, what scope do you use? Okay, let's see. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close what I don't need. Let's see, I have some notes here because I don't forget. So I'm gonna DBE everything first. Or should I crop it first? I'm gonna crop it first. What else? I'm gonna go to crop. But yeah, I really want to image the Shark Nebula more. The problem is I'm dealing with some really bad back focus issues, and so I don't know if I should wait like another couple of months until it's fixed, or if I should just shoot it again right now, because the Shark Nebula is so faint that you really need to spend like a lot of time on it, like hours and hours and hours from a dark site. I went to a bottle 2 zone, which was, it's so painful to crop, which was nice, but I think I got like 8.7 hours in total, which is not enough. Like, even for a even with a great telescope and a great camera, it's just not enough. So yeah. So the cropping is done, so now we have no crazy lines on the edges. So this is what our final image is going to look like in terms of framing. And I'm really sad because we don't have the bow shock here. It's just out of the frame, I think. The famous shock. And now I'm going to DBE. I wish I could have your comments on my right here. I see you are wearing a Radiant telescope shirt. Considering a Raptor. Well, Radiant, I got this shot a long time ago. Radiant was originally for the triad filter, which I love, and then the tripod as well. As for the Raptor, I think is a really great scope. I don't usually shoot that wide, but I might give it a try. Yeah, I would like to give it a try. I think with a full frame camera, it's amazing because you can go just so wide, like it's really wide, which can be really perfect for some targets, like the Heart and Soul Nebula, or even this one actually. The Tulip Nebula and everything else around it will be perfect for that. So DBE is what I hate the most about PixInsight and processing in general. I absolutely hate DBE. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to give away some phone cases that I have here. My issue is that, let me open this real quick. My issue is that I don't know how to, let's see. I don't know how to actually, like, I don't know what game to play to give it away. So I have three phone cases here. I have this one here, which is, you can't really see because there's a sticker on it, but it's like a earth shine, kind of. I don't know if you can see it. And then there is a spatial phone case here. It's kind of hard to see, sorry about that. And then there is a NASA, which actually my phone has it right now. Can you see it right here? So this is a NASA phone case. I'm not really sure how to choose a winner though. So the NASA phone case is for iPhone 11 Pro. The spatial phone case is for iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the Earthshine case is for iPhone 11 Pro as well. So we have two iPhone 11 Pro cases and one iPhone 11 Pro Max case that I want to give away. So I'm not really sure how to pick a winner, but we'll find out at some point. What do you think of the Omegan 130-920? I'm gonna buy it. I heard of this telescope before and I just never saw it. Like, I never saw it in my life. 130-920 sounds pretty good. What's the F number on this? I'm wondering. If it's a fast astrograph, I would say yes, because 130-920 is pretty good in terms of, you know, diameter and stuff, but depends. Oh, F8. No, I would not. If it's F8, unless you plan to shoot planets only, or just do visual, I would aim for a scope that's like at least F5, or maybe F7, and then with a reducer you can make it faster, like to F5. But for me, I would not shoot any. Oh, F6. Okay. So F6, I think, is, if you can put a reducer on it to make it faster, that'd be really great. But yeah, usually I don't shoot with anything slower than F5. So yeah, try to aim for at least F5. But I started with like an F3.9 Newtonian, so I'm kind of used to being so fast. But yeah, could I share my most recent image for some opinions? Well, you can. I don't know how you can do it through the chat, but if you want, you can upload it to like a website and just give us a link. We'll take a look. What is the minimum focal length for nebulae? I have a 400mm and I love the wide field of view. Let me try to find a way to put this like on the side and have PixInsight at the same time, if possible. Ooh. Maybe like that, so you guys can see. Okay, perfect. What is the minimum focal length for nebulae? Well, there is no minimum focal length for nebulae. Some nebulae are extremely large. Like for example, that one, the Tulip Nebula, itself is small, but there is so much nebulosity all around. It's huge. The Hard Nebula, for example, I think it's so huge that it barely fits in my 344 millimeter focal length telescope. What is wrong with lower F ratio refractors? So the F number in any telescope means, so the lower F number, the faster it is. So if you get a fast Newtonian, which is, for example, the one we have, the Orion 8-inch, which is f3.9, it will gather light so much faster. So much faster than if it's like f8. Like f8, if you were to look through two different eyepieces of two different telescopes, one is f8, one is f3, for example, you will see the image much brighter in the f3 one than f8. I only recommend like slow optics only for planetary, because sometimes it's actually better to have a bit of slower F number because planets are so bright. But usually, like for this hobby, you have to get something fast. Okay, I'm gonna try to at the same time work on the side so I can actually show you some interesting stuff. Yeah, I mean f6.3 is okay. It's not amazing, but if you plan to spend enough time on it, if you have a house and you have a backyard and you can spend like hours and hours and hours on the same target, there's no issue having a slow scope. It's just like for us, we really wanted a fast telescope because we didn't have a backyard back then and we had to travel non-stop. So that was why we had to get a fast telescope. I actually messed up while talking here, so I'm going to go over here. Tolerance, I usually do like 2.5 by default. Here I don't really care, I just do that. I'm gonna try to go like not too slow because you guys are gonna fall asleep if I go too slow. But let's see, 15 should be fine. Bottle 4 is nice. Bottle 4, we used to drive like an hour and more to go to a Bottle 4 zone. Bottle 4 is our go-to zone actually. We image almost everything from a Bottle 4 zone, but we have to drive like an hour away every time. So DBE, I like to really quickly go around and hope that there is no bright star in my frame. It's really annoying because it's really time consuming to do that, because you have to make sure, well usually you have to make sure that there is no star on any of the dots here. It's really annoying. I think I put too many points actually. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna put like 7 instead. I'm in a hurry here, right? I want to bore you to death, so. I wish I lived in a bottle 4, but I'm stuck in bottle 8. Yeah, bottle 8 is bad. Bottle 9 is even worse, trust me. The problem with our backyard is that we have bottle 9 and then we have the neighbors' lights non-stop. Like on each side, there is neighbors on my right, on my left, and in front of us from the backyard view, and they always have their light almost on like all night. Like it's kind of random. It's really, really frustrating, but I don't want to say anything because I just moved here, so I don't want to fight with them, but it doesn't help, right? So I know I'm supposed to, what do you think of f7.1? Well, anything above f1.5, I would say no. So if you can save up some money for a f5 or faster, which means f4 or f3, whatever, it's going to be hard. There's so much gas. How am I supposed to put those dots here? Let's see. So the key with DBE is to put your points where there is no star, but also where there is no gas. So in here, for example, we have so much gas everywhere. So I'm having some trouble because I'm trying to find a way to place these dots in background areas without touching the nebulosity at all. So I'm gonna assume there is some dark bands here, some background stuff. Let's see. Like it's really crucial that you don't put those dots anywhere on actual gas. because if you do, the software is going to think that the background is gas, and it's not going to result in anything good. So I can actually delete a few points here. I'm going to delete a few. Okay, see, it's all gas, like all gas, so I don't even know what I'm going to do here. Luckily for us, there is a few areas where there is, you know, black background, like bands, like here. I'm going to check your comments in just 2 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I don't waste my train of thought here. Oh, see here, it's on gas. We don't want that. Let's see, maybe here. It's gonna be tough. I love this area here. Look at that. This gas is just like a filament. All right. Let's see. Okay. It seems like all our points are, I just lied, almost on background areas. So I'm gonna do a test and try to apply this. I don't think I have enough, but let's see. What did you guys say? I live in LA. I don't have a monochrome. Yeah, we did not have a monochrome camera for a long time, so we always had to. Team Ricochet. Bastien. Anyway, I live in LA and don't have a monochrome. Yeah, we had to drive like an hour away every time to go to a darker area because there is no way to image from home without actually having a monochrome camera. I mean, you could use a light pollution filter, but it's not that great. I mean, if you use a triad ultra filter, for example, like we have a triad filter and it's really good. Like it's really good. Ooh, look at that. So now we have more contrast. You should make a Galactic Hunter Discord. We have one, but it's meant for Patreons. So if you guys support on Patreon, we actually give you access to the Discord where we reply in real time. But for now, it's Patreon only. So because we have to find some, we have to find some ways to thank Patreons, and that is one of them. Sorry. Okay, so we have a great image here. I think the DBE worked pretty well. I'm gonna try to look at your comments. Nothing too fast though, right? Well, you can go as fast as you possibly can. It's just very expensive, and the faster your optics, the more difficult it is to reach back focus. Sometimes with some cameras, like it's very, very intricate. It's very difficult because every millimeter counts. But the faster you go, the better usually. What is Dalia studying? Dalia is not. She's done with school. She did marketing, so now she's working in marketing at a company, and she's coming back in like 4 hours, so it's kind of long. But is there any app to stack astrophotos in Android? I don't believe so. I don't think you can stack anything on the phone actually. Okay, I'm glad you guys are responding to each other. Hope you can do more live stream. Yeah, like today I was like, what am I gonna do today? Let's do a live stream, like randomly, and it's pretty fun, right? I mean, and you guys can learn some stuff too. So yeah, I'm down for that. By the way, if you have an idea on how I could give those away, tell me, because I'm looking for a way to pick a winner. I'm not sure how yet. We'll see, but I'm gonna have to at least pick one winner today. Yeah, F2, yeah, Caleb is right. Around F2, some filters will not work well. You will have some binning and it's going to be really bad. So yeah, around F2 it gets dangerous. But usually around F2 it gets expensive, like really quick. So, alright, so we have the HA here, which is DBE'd. I think it's enough for now. So I'm going to save it here. And then I'm going to do this to save the process. And I'm going to actually close that, and I'm going to leave the original HA on the side for safety, right? I'm going to open up this one here, and you have to open up again DBE. Greetings, Juan from Spain. I want to go to Spain so bad. So bad. I went there once when I was a kid in Mallorca. It was amazing. Oh, it's the best cake I ever had. It was amazing. Anyway, here we're going to try to apply some dots too. So this one is the O3 or S2. And so the S2 is a bit more intricate because, as you can see, the background is more visible. So lucky for us, we have almost zero vignetting, which is really nice. So I don't want to be too aggressive. I want to be on the safe side. So I don't want to put too many points here, but okay, let's give it a try. And yeah, if you use PixInsight, if you do something like that, for example, like a process like this one, that's going to replace your image, either uncheck replace or make a duplicate. Like I always make a duplicate for everything, just to be safe. If you can spend 4K euros on a camera for astrophotography, which one would you recommend? 4K euros, pretty good. I would recommend the QHY 600C, which is the one I'm using right now. Actually, I don't know if it's 4K or not. If the QHY 600C is 4K, you could do that. If not, get the QHY 128C. That's a really good one. That's a very good camera as well. I think it's $2,000. But those ones are really, really good. Yeah, I'm giving away those cases. There is one for iPhone 11 Pro Max and two for iPhone 11 Pro. That's all I have, sadly. But I'm not sure how to give them away. Rate Puntry says, just send it to me. Well, if we don't find a winner today, I guess I will. I'm gonna have to find a way to pick a winner for sure. And the S2 looks pretty good too. I'm not sure what this is, but I hope it's gas. I think euros is for all the countries in Europe besides Britain and maybe another one. I know France is euros, I know Spain is euros, and Portugal, all that. Yeah. Alright, once again I'm going to leave this one on the side for now. Then I'm going to do the most scary one, which is the O3, which I completely hate. Let's see, where are you, DB? Is the ASI 1600 from Vegas, or would you recommend back... What? Is the ASI 6 from Vegas? Well, this is from Vegas, yeah, with the ASI 1600. I would recommend the 294. The 294 is actually really good. I never tried it, but I've heard really good things about it for the 294. I mean, good. Oh, good from Vegas. Yeah, it's pretty good from Vegas. The ASI 1600 is actually a classic. I mean, it's a base right now for monochrome cropped sensors. Although I think the 294 is about to replace it actually, because it's getting very good reviews as well. So. And well, look at that, guys. There is some really bad light leak all around, and for me, like, it's impossible to find any place to put those dots here. So I'm actually really afraid here. I'm actually petrified and terrified because I don't know how I'm going to DBE this disgusting frame. For the C8 Hyperstar, do you think I should get the 294 or something? C8 Hyperstar. That's a really fast... is it F2 or something? Yeah, stay calm, Antoine, yeah. Let me try this really quick. I don't know, Jujubin, I don't want to say something bad. I don't actually know. I am not familiar with C8s and Hyperstars, and I haven't tried the 294. I think you'll be safe, but I don't want to say something bad. I'm actually afraid. I would recommend asking like a company, like pros, because I don't know about the C8 and with its camera. Alright, so this is the O3. Look at the difference between the O3 and the HI. It's a huge difference. It's really sad, like having to stack this ugly O3 on top of this magnificent HA. So sad. But we have to, right? For the colors. Would you consider O3 a nightmare? Yes. If you're imaging from home, yes. Even with like crazy filters, I hate O3 mostly because it doesn't block as much light pollution as other filters. So I really don't like O3 from home. Like I actually wanted to go out to the desert to do this O3 here, but I didn't do it because the smoke from the wildfires. There was so much smoke everywhere. Let me try to be more aggressive here and try again. Yeah, I think the 294 is safer. Is a safer bet than the 533. Is there any way I could get in you in a Zoom meeting for a coaching session? Man, Bear Pig, we actually do offer those, but because we can't do it for everyone, if you go on our website, if you go to the service tab, we have some services there that include some one-on-one teaching lessons, but we had to make them, for a small fee because we get those questions all the time. So, but if you go on the tab, you can actually book a time for that. Okay, so I'm getting lost here. See, so here at the beginning I had some really bad gradient on the O3, and I added some points here to be more aggressive, and now we have less gradient. So I'm going to keep it that way, I think. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to name this O3. This is ready, and now comes the fun part, guys. Really soon, I'm going to destroy this old O3. So we have O3 HA. And there's two, yeah. Those white one, I hope so. So we have HA, O3, S2. And I'm going to delete S2. I'm going to keep, no, delete everything. Let's be crazy. All right, HA, O3, S2, guys. Time to combine them. Well, actually, I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, time to combine them actually right now. So with that, what we can do is HA03 is 2. When are you releasing your new book? How will we know if our image will be featured in it? Yeah, guys, so if you want your images in a book, in our next book, which will be available hopefully before Christmas, go on our website and click on the banner. You can submit your own images and submit them. And then if you are selected, you will receive an email, if I find your email, before release, and we'll let you know. Hey, what's up, Matt? Glad you're here. Wade, thank you for helping out with the questions. O3 gets killed in moonlight. Yeah, O3. I did a mistake of shooting O3 doing a full moon for M27, and it was a pain. So, with all these questions, I'm getting lost here. So what do we have? So I'm going to combine everything. So let's do a quick test here. So obviously I'm going to do the Hubble palette because for life, right? So I'm going to do, which is SHO. SHO is the Hubble palette. So you map red to sulfur, green to HA, and blue to O3. And let's watch the magic happen. How do I make my images under 3 MB? You can resize your images. If you can't, just do it. Just send it anyway. I'll do it myself. But you can just resize your images, like in terms of pixel size, with any software. All right, guys, are you ready to see the combined image? Ready, bam. Not bad. Very green, but it's normal. EQ go-to, I would recommend the EQ6R. It's very affordable and it's amazing. Have you ever tried HSO? Yes, but HSO, it really depends on the target. I think for this one, it's not actually good. Let's give it a try. HSO is the true colors. Let's see. Do you recommend PixInsight? Yes, PixInsight all the way. For me, there is nothing else. And we have a bunch of tutorials, by the way, so if you want to learn, you can learn with our tutorials. It's worth it. So this is True Colors, is HSO. So red is HA, and here is Hubble palette. So what I'm going to do, can you list the parameters for an image for the new book? Yes, Sergey, you can go on the forum on my website, and you will see Stop Griffin, and you will see all the information that you need to submit for the image. Have you ever done the CFHT palette? You know what? I have never heard of it. I would love to know. So on the left we have green Hubble palette kind of image, and on the right it's HSO. I think today I'm going to yeah, me too. I think I prefer the Hubble palette more, so I'm going to actually discard this for now and then focus on this Hubble palette instead. And we'll work on that. Does Dahlia speak French? Yes, she actually learned. She speaks French with my family and stuff. She's pretty good at it. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, because now it's just stretched, I like to, let's see, I'm going to actually duplicate as always. And I'm going to open up the histogram transformation. And just to be safe, I'm going to apply the stretch on the histogram. And then I'm going to apply the histogram here. So this version is completely stretched and is for, yes, SCNR, yeah, it's coming. But first, guys, not too fast. First of all, I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to call it actually STF'd. So I know this has been STF'd and stretched. So this is just for safety, just in case I hate the result of what I'm about to do right now. And now I'm going to reduce, to completely take off the screen, transfer function, and I'm going to use this manually. So there's two ways I like to do that. Either I do it like that. Let's see. Either I do it like that. Oh, why is it so red? Okay, I think it's red because I did not properly do the DBE. So I'm gonna have to do a DBE again. Let's see. Yeah, the DBE was not applied properly. So if you guys stretch an image and you see the colors are all weird, like super weird, it might be because your DBE was not good. And you can redo the DBE again if you feel like it. So here we have a full image, so I'm going to be careful and not go on actual gas like I did earlier. And I'm just going to make sure that I have, so I can add some more here. The data is pretty noisy, sadly. I don't think 20 hours is enough from the backyard. And once again, I don't expect this to be a pod, but whatever. We'll see, right? Hopefully I can submit it if it's not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to apply another DBE and we'll see how that looks. Let's see. Oh, Photoshop you can install. I never use Photoshop, yeah. But the green is very easy to remove here too. Do you ever line up your color channels using histogram? I actually never do. I used to do that before when I was with my DSLR camera, but for some reason I completely ignore it now. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Alright, so maybe this one's gonna be better in terms of let me call this one backup. Backup. This one hopefully is gonna be better in terms of colors. Let's see, histogram. Alright. Ah, there we go, guys. See, the red is gone. The red is gone. Alright, so I'm going to do either. Can you sharpen in PixInsight? Dude, you can do everything in PixInsight. You can do everything. PixInsight is life. Let me tell you that. So before I do that, I'm going to once again duplicate to be safe. Apply this one here. This is my backup. This is my number 2. So option number one is going to be STF. Option number 2 is going to be histogram. And I will just pick one at the end, and whichever one I pick, I will work on and delete the other ones. So I like to do this 3 times and 3 different ways, so I know which one I prefer. Can you show what a single sub looked like? Oh, I just did. Let me see if I can reopen it really quick. I actually did at the beginning. Let's see. Oh, here. I can show you two single shots. I can show you O3 and NHA if you want. I'll open that, and open that, and open. So this is a single shot in no, let's do O3 first. This is a single shot of O3, 5 minutes. Okay. And this is a single shot of HA, also 5 minutes. As you can see, it's pretty bad overall, especially the O3. But anyway, so the last option I actually do for stretching is going to be my favorite, and you might not know about it, but it's actually really good. I just stretch a tiny bit. Have you used StarNet Plus? Yes, I'm going to use StarNet actually really soon here. And I'm going to stretch just a bit more, just like that. How do you get a color image when you only have HA and S2 filters applied? I actually have HA, S2 and O3. And to get a color image, you actually map each of these channels to a different color. So here you see I mapped them to different colors. And then here I'm going to open up Oxen Stretch. And this, guys, if you don't know about it, it's life. It's going to give your colors so much life. I've been using this for I think 3 months now, and it's a life changer. Look at that. Look at this green, it's popping like crazy. Right? And black point you're gonna play with. The data looks so clean. Yes and no. Like for me, it looks a bit grainy. I think I don't have enough hours on it. This was about 20 something hours. But overall, yeah. So I'm just stretching to the best of my abilities here, and Oxen Stretch is amazing. And I'm going to apply it now. Okay, so now all of our data is actually stretched. So we have 3 options here. And you guys are going to help me choose, okay? So which ones should we pick and which ones should we delete? And before, I'm going to actually SCNR them all. So we can, I like to start with 75%. So we can really see which ones are best. So I'm losing some questions. Let's see. Would you agree that the globular cluster are the most difficult objects to process in PixInsight? I find it hard not to have them look flat at the end. No, dude, I think for me, globulars are actually the easiest. Well, no, the easiest are open clusters. The globular clusters are pretty easy too, I would say. I mean, I never had any issues with globulars. Do you recommend a wide field refractor or reflector for a beginner? Depends. I started with a reflector and I love it. A refractor is more expensive. That's the main issue. If you reflector, you have to collimate, which is annoying, and it's bigger, but it's much cheaper and usually faster. Refractor is slower, much smaller usually, more portable, and you don't have to collimate. So it's actually up to you. I started with a reflector. I loved it. Also, I had no money, so I had no choice. Okay, so guys, you will help me pick here. Which one do you prefer? Let me make some space. Before you make your decision, remember, don't look at the colors themselves. Look at the overall quality, because the colors are going to be better later. We're going to make the colors pop much better later. So, in my opinion, the best is the arc and stretch one. But you tell me. Second, top right. First one, thank you. Left, okay. So you guys don't seem to like this one, so I'm gonna take it away right away. So we have 2 options here. This one, remember, okay? Remember, guys, this one might look best at first sight, but try to picture the saturation much higher. Like, try to imagine the saturation much better. like in my opinion, this one is a bit too noisy here. Look at that, it's really noisy. And all the stars are purple, see? But me, this one looks fade at first, but if you look closely, it's much cleaner, right? It's alright, let's see. Top left, arc, top right, that's 2, 2, left, top right, damn it, left, left. Alright, last one, someone tell me. For now, it's about equal. The first one is cleaner, yes, okay, first one then. I feel like I kind of made you, and forced you to pick left, but alright, we'll go with left, guys. I'm gonna keep the right one on the side as a safety backup. Alright, so now, let's see. So, should I bother with that? I don't care about this. I'm gonna make I'm gonna clean up some areas here. So the first thing I'm going to do now is starnet. So I'm going to remove the stars, which might take a while. So if you guys don't want to fall asleep, I'm going to answer your questions. But for now, I'm going to once again duplicate, because duplicate for life. And here we go for starnet. So let me go through the chat. I wish I had some candies. All right, so do you think the HEQ5 Pro could handle the Orion 8-inch? Yeah, of course, easily. My Atlas, even the Sirius mount, both can handle the Orion 8-inch. If you could though, try to get a mount that's like 40 pounds or more payload. I don't remember how much payload capacity the HEQ5 has, but try to get something like 40 pounds capacity, just to be safe for the long term. That's good to know because you have processed data before and you know what you can. Yep. Hi Antoine, Galactic Hunter. Any clear skies? Dude, it was clear last week, so I went out like 3 times and now it's all full of smoke again. Like my window here, all I see is smoke. The mountain is invisible. The mountains is like, you can't even see it. It's so bad. I hope you guys have clear skies where you're from. Oh, it's going pretty fast. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks for passing by. Are you and Dahlia married? Yes, we are. It's been like many years now. I don't even know how many years, but it's been a while. I think since 2014. I hope you're watching. Have you tried Milky Way in light pollution? No. I tried once, but you couldn't see anything, so I gave up. Have you ever tried to hypertune your mount? I really should. I know I should. It's time. It's been like 5 years now, and I really should. Oh, so we now have a star mask here, and as you can see, it was made from StarNet, and we have ooh la la, look at that. I mean, I don't want to say any bad words, but this is sexy. I mean, you gotta admit, right? It's so pretty. Allow me, guys. Allow me to take a picture for Instagram. Say hi if you want. Yeah, let me hide this thing here. Alright, you guys should really come and take a look at this data. It's amazing. Amazing! Hopefully we can get an A-pod this time. Damn it, I messed up. Guys, you should really come to the live stream. It's amazing. Look at that. Look at this data. Finally, maybe get an A-pod. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Alright. So, back to work. Wow, look at that. 30 pounds capacity. Yeah, 30 pounds is fine, but you should aim for 40 pounds. Just think about the long term. You might sometimes, upgrade your equipment, upgrade your camera, and try to get 40 pounds at least. I never get this guys here. Yeah, the fires are really bad. The fires is... So, we don't need StarNet anymore. Star Mask is for later. So I'm going to actually use that and process this. I'm surprised because I don't even have to to remove any stars. Like, sorry, just 8. I don't even have to remove any stars. Usually if there is like a few artifacts left, you have to go over them with like clone stamp. But no, pretty good. Yeah, my O3 ain't so bad, right? I mean, the blues, as you can... So the blue is O3. As you can see, the blue is really not there, but yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna finish it because the way I don't have my processing computer. Yeah, the EQ6R is a bit heavy, that's true, yeah. But I think 30 pounds is fine, just don't get something too big for a telescope, it's fine. Alright guys, I am excited, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. I want this iPod so bad. I want this iPod. Okay, so now I'm going to do some masks, and I learned this technique from a friend whose name is, what's his name? Let's see, wait, let me do this really quick. So we have some cyan color here. What's the name of my friend? If you're watching, I'm really sorry. Good question. I'll tell you guys later. So I'm trying to find a way. So how am I gonna? No, it's not Aurelio. It's not him. It's he has a YouTube channel where he does processing. I know his name. It's just I feel bad because right now it's like stuck in my head. I don't know. It's from Florida. Let's see. So this is cyan. I'm going to rename it as cyan. I'm gonna remember. It's just I have a brain fart, but I feel bad. So and then I'm going to go back to script, utilities, color mask. I'm going to get some greens and proteins. Gary? No, it's not Gary. I have his face in my brain right now. I know him. I just forgot his first name. This is the green. Okay, and I'm going to get the blues and the yellows because it seems like we have blues and yellows. Blue. All right, if you can find the name of this guy, you win a phone case. Okay, I mentioned him before on my Seder video and post. Actually, if you go on my website and look for the Seder post, you can find his name in there. I know it. But if you find his name, you get one of them, whichever you want. I know his name. So if you guys are not lazy, ooh, that's blue, weird. Go on my website, look for Seder, the Seder region, and just look for the name in there. I'm sure it's in there. Yeah, you'll be fine with the 8-inch. If you take I think the 10-inch would be a bit too heavy, but the 8-inch is fine for this 30 pounds payload capacity mount. Color mask, green, cyan, blue, and yellow, right? Yeah. All right, so we have our 4 colors. I'm going to rename this one as yellow. What's up? How are you? We're about to play with the colors here. Let's see what's going on. Maybe I should take this off. Shark Knight. Ah, you're right. Stephen Miller, that's him. That's the man. Nature and astrophotography. You're right. So you can, my friend, pick which one you want. Do you have an iPhone 11 Pro or an iPhone 11 Pro Max? Ah, damn, Griffin. So close, so close. Which phone do you have, Nature? So you can pick the one you want. This is fun. Pro, so you can have one of those 2 phone cases. So you can either have... Oh, I'm gonna remove the sticker so you can actually see, because you can't really see the what it looks like with a sticker. This is a strong sticker. Wow. Ah, it's a very strong sticker. Okay. Alright, so you can pick between this one and this one. So the Earth sign or the NASA text. So just tell me which one you want and it's yours. NASA, alright, that's yours. Just don't forget to send me an email or something later with your address and name, and I'll give it to you ASAP. Congrats. I'll find a way to give the other two very soon. But yeah, send me an email, Nevada astrophotography@gmail.com. Yep, that one. Okay, so let's play with the colors. So before I do that, I'm gonna make a test and try to remove the green entirely, just to see the difference, because I kind of want some more blues. Oof. Wow. Wow. I'm not sure what to pick. Should I leave some greens or should I go full blue and orange? I mean, look at that, guys. It is pretty, right? Yeah, me too. I'm thinking without the green is better, right? Let me try. Yeah, no, maybe not 50% because this was already 75%. So since I did 75% earlier, I'm gonna try 88% this time. Let's see. Ooh, 88% is pretty good, right? 88% is pretty good. I'm gonna go with 88%. Now the problem is I need to redo my green here. I need to redo this green. Color mask. Green. Green and blue. I need to redo the blue as well. So it's accurate. I want some candies. If I go downstairs, they're gonna be alone though. So green. Okay, and I'm going to redo the blue real quick, just so it's accurate. Script, utilities, color mask, blue. 1, 2, 3. Later on in your processing, add tilt shift. I don't think tilt shift will be beautiful on this particular target. I think it will be great on a... What? This is blue? You kidding me? Color mask is to get the mask is to make a mask of just the color pixels and not the objects. This is blue? Are you serious? The other blue was much better. Anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what the color mask actually does. Thank you, Mark from India. Thank you very much. So I'm going to do the cyan first and see if I apply the mask, it's going to work only on these colors. So I'm going to use this curve transformation, which thanks again to my friend Steven for showing me this. And I'm going to play with saturation. So if I do this, you will see that only the cyan is going to be affected, right? So I'm going to just play with those colors just a bit until I get the perfect colors that I want. So if I go crazy, how long do you usually spend on processing? Days, sometimes like several days in a row. Well, for this video, I'm going to try to be fast because I don't want to take your time for all day, but usually I spend like hours and hours and hours. Sometimes it's fast, like for a cluster it's really quick, like an hour, not even. But for a nebula like this one, sometimes I spend like several days. My computer just stays on for several days because I'm never happy. And I keep doing like different duplicates, so I keep doing like different like several different iterations, and so I never work on just one image at a time. So let's see. I think ooh, no, let's be safe here. So this is fun because you can really play with how like exactly how you want your image to look like. And so I like to play around with the blues usually, and the yellows and reds. I found the more data you have, the less time you need to spend on processing, which I completely agree with you. Because the more data you have, usually the cleaner your image is, and the less you struggle with, like, noise reduction and stuff. So I'm going to try to be very careful here, because if you're not careful, you can really mess it up. Nope. So for now, I'm going to leave it like that. So this was, see, there's almost no difference, but the blues are a bit more prominent. I missed the start. How did you get rid of the rainbow? Well, there was no rainbow here. The rainbow was for the Shark Nebula. I did not. I gave it to my friend on Instagram, who took care of the rainbow on Photoshop, but I did not actually do it myself. Well, I didn't save his image, but I should probably do it and try to get the rainbow out. Let's see. This is going to be green. So green, let's see. Green, we have like almost none left, so it's pretty good to know. I know you guys hate green, so yeah, I agree. Jujubin, it's very similar. Kalzoon, I have a link to his channel on my website, on my post for the Seder region, that you can find over there. Let's see. Should I add more blues? I like this C component here because it makes it look like it's golden. Ooh la la, yes. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, entering into space, that's it. If you see an ugly star in what you thought was a perfect image, what would you do? An ugly star, you could remove it. I mean, you could probably fix it easily, I would assume. But yeah, you would try to fix it, right? I mean, I don't think this mask is going to be useful at all. I think it's useless. I've had some really bad stars in the past in my images, and usually you can easily fix that. And this one is useless. And let's do yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, we have to be careful with the yellows because I don't want to burn any detail. I want some more saturation over here. Like, I have a bunch here, but I really want some saturation increased here. I think it's lacking that. Let me tell my friend that I'm live streaming. Why can't I pass? G, I'm live streaming. Okay, so my friend can know that I'm live streaming. Yeah, so as I was saying, I really want some more saturation on this side. I might have to do another mask. So I live in Image in a Bottle 9, next to one of the largest airports in the US. I feel you, bro. I did this, I remember that, a 100-hour image, and only spent 30 minutes processing it. That was an insane image, by the way. My 20-hour image is required. Yeah, I agree. The more data you have, the cleaner it is, and the more easy it is. But yeah, his image, what was it? I think it was the elephant trunk? That you spent like 100 hours on it? I remember. Something like that. It was amazing, yeah. Yeah, Bottle 1 when there's clouds. North American, that's right. Alright, so let's see without any mask if we can up the saturation a bit. Just maybe just a bit. I really want some more blues, so that's my issue. Yeah, see, I wish I had more blue colors. It's fine, right? Alright, guys. So now, what do we have? Let me look at my notes so I don't forget anything. Blah, blah, blah. I might try another DBE. I'm kind of lazy, but let's try. D. Let's just give it a quick try. Alright. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. Very, very tough. Let me tell you that. Okay, let's try. Bam, damn, bam, bam, bam. That's not that bad. Okay, let's see. Now, is this better or not? Well, it's more green for sure. And if we do that, which one is best? I think they're identical. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. It's fine. So, let's see. I'm going to open this up. I have to do standard again. But first I have to stretch it. Okay. And then I'm going to do the starnet real quick. Processes, starnet. Don't care about the star mask. Okay. I could only get 14 minutes on the California Nebula in Bottle 6. It went straight to the bin. Yeah, 40 minutes is not enough for sure. And from 40 on, I'm using someone else's. Oh yeah, you were using Astro SBM's camera. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name, his real name, but from Instagram, yeah. I had to keep an eye on. That's very stressful. Yeah, wait, like congrats on this image. It's a crazy feat. I never had the guts to do it from the front yard or from the parking lot, but that's scary. No, not Ryan? Yeah, Ryan, yeah. From San Francisco, yeah. He told me he lent you the camera. Okay, I want to get some candy, so just put, I'm gonna run. I have 50% to go through, so I want some candies. Okay, should I get the Orion 8-inch astrograph or an Astrocam first? Well, it depends. What camera do you have right now, and what telescope do you have right now? And we'll see what the best upgrade is. So this is HA Starless. This is nice. I'm going to actually save that as a TIFF in case my computer crashes. Nikon, do you have any telescope yet or no? TIFF starless. Okay. Starless tulip. 16-bit, just to be safe. No scope. Yeah, I would suggest to get a scope first then, because you can use your Nikon as a telescope. Okay, so we have, so this is a French candy. It's called Carambar, and it's really good. So we have this one here. So I'm trying to get back to my train of thoughts. Oh yeah. I'm going to extract the L component on the main image. I'm going to apply, which one do I apply? I think I'm going to apply this to the HA image. Okay, so we have, now it's going to work on that. I'm going to invert the mask. My goal is to do some noise reduction here. So I'm going to use multiscale linear transform and apply this on a part of the image. Let's see if it's actually worth it. Yeah. It's a bit much though. Let me do that. So let's see. 6-inch f4. Yeah, it's nice. 6-inch f4 is nice. I had the 8-inch version. It's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to remove that and this. And I think next is I'm going to apply the HA. Let's see. Yeah. We're now open convolution here. So this is a bit new to me because I'm still learning this process, but I'm going to apply this here to make it all blurry, which is very scary. I think eating candy is a bad idea when live streaming, so I'm gonna try to finish it really quick so I can talk. Bad idea. So I'm going to keep it safe for later, just in case. And so we have the main image here and the HA starless. So I'm going to actually add the HA starless to my image using not this one, LRGB combination. So I'm going to take off RGB, we don't need them. I'm going to add chrominance noise reduction. I'm going to add the L as HA starless, and the tricky part here is you want to play with the lightness and saturation, and to find the best possible outcome. So if you, I think if you go the more left you go, the brighter it's going to be, I think. So let's try. I'm trying to eat this really quick so I can talk. Nice, very bad idea. Do you ever do visual? I want to do more visual, but I never do. After starting astrophotography, yeah, same. I really, it's a shame, I think. I really should do more visual. So as you can see, before, after. So now we have more contrast. And less noise. More contrast, less noise, guys. But it's a bit too dark for my taste. It's a bit too dark for my taste, so I'm going to undo it and go lighter. Let's see. Yeah, the CW SHO filters, you have to make sure you get the new one on issues with bright stars. That's better, right? It's a bit better, I would say. Yeah, I like it. So I'm going to keep that one actually. Unless it's too bright now. Yeah, maybe it's too bright, I don't know. Let's see, I'm gonna do 400. I think we're almost done actually. Which one? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I think we're almost done because it's supposed to be 4 after. We're almost done. I wish I had your patience for those advanced masking. Beautiful. Yeah, masking is a pain sometimes. Like all these masks are really a pain. I'm actually gonna do another mask really soon here. Let's see. So it looks a bit blurry to me. It's really strange. Anyway, so let me see my notes here real quick so I don't forget anything. I have to put the mask on again. I hate this part because it's really confusing. And I think if I do this, let's see. Let's try deconvolution really quick. See what it does. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I just don't know if it's nice enough, because in this hobby, the better you get, you're never happy with the results. So should I put deconvolution before or after the mask? Let's see. So it seems like it's sharpening up a bit. Yeah, wait, same for me. I don't have 2-inch filters and I wish I did. Those are really expensive, but in the long term, you really want 2-inch filters. Like I have a full frame camera right now and I can't, well, I wish I had 2-inch filters. Like I want to buy the ASI 6200 or the QHY 600 mono, but I can't because I don't have any filters that are that size. Oh no. Alright, anyway. Alright, we need to do some noise reduction here. Let me just do I need to make a new mask, that's annoying. SCDNR, I need to make a new mask because the mask I currently have is not good. So I'm gonna make a mask using ACDNR, which is actually a good tool to do some masking. And once again, I'm going to duplicate my image like I keep doing, and I'm going to apply the preview so that I have the mask. What LRGB and SHO filters will you recommend? Honestly, if you don't have a, like, you can start with the ZW default filters. If you have the money, you can jump straight to like chroma or some high-end filters, but the ZW filters are actually really nice. This image was taken with the basic ZW filters, and as you can see, it's pretty good data. So okay, now I can deconvolution this. Yeah, Antlia is really nice. Antlia has amazing filters. Alright, so I'm getting lost with all my masks and all my duplicates here, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and try to use local histogram transformation to see if we can get some details out of it, but I'm afraid because it might this might make it more noisy and unnatural, right? Like you can be tempted to do that, but look at that, it's a bit it's a bit harsh, right? So why not? No, I don't want to do it. And then maybe HDR multiscale transform, we could try that. Let me do a preview like that, maybe. How much of a difference does the 3 nanometers make over the 7 nanometers? It makes a pretty good difference, especially if you're imaging from a very, very bright area like Las Vegas. But they're very expensive, and like mine, for example, has some really bad issues with light leak, which I'm really annoyed by, because I spent like $1,000 on them and I have light leak. I think it's my fault, it's because my filter world is not that good, but I wish I didn't. But I think 3 nanometers filters is the way to go if you have the money to image from a bottom line zone. My favorite filter is the HA from Chroma. I have the Chroma filters now, but it's been recent. Like before that, I used to use the ZWO nonstop, but now since I think a few months ago, I have the Chroma filters. Okay, I'm going to name this as main, so I know this is my main image. And I'm going to, let's see. Let's try to reduce some noise. If I do that, because we have a lot of noise, like you might not notice, but there is a bunch of noise and I hate that. Look at that. This is weird. It's not crisp enough for me. You know what? I hate it. I give up. Alright, see, I'm just kidding. But it's really, yeah, it doesn't look clean enough. But this might be able to fix it. I just don't want to make it too blurry. Let's try 60%. Even 60% is too much, I think. So I'm going to do 50%. Let's try. Yes, Wade is right. If you plan to upgrade your filters, I would suggest also not to get the 3 nanometers for HA. Go with the 5, because for galaxies, 3 is too narrow for galaxy HA. So you really want to get like 5 is actually perfect between nebulae and galaxies for HA. Yeah, the objects in general, yeah, many nebulae lack O3, but usually there's more O3 than S2 usually, which is why people do bicolor sometimes, like HaO3. Okay, now this is a bit cleaner, so I'm going to be fine with that, and I'm going to open up color saturation, and let's see what we can do with the colors here. I think this is like the last process, so it's gonna be really quick, and then I'm gonna have to just add the stars back on the image. So I really want more blues, okay? I want more blues. I want more of this blue here without affecting this one. That's my concern. I might have to do a range mask and a clone stamp the mask. I wish I had some vibrant blues here. I don't. Alright, I have no choice, guys. I have no choice. I'm gonna have to do some kind of weird mask. So I'm going to go to process. Range mask is a bit annoying because, I mean, it's an easy mask. What's annoying is to do the clone stamp. So let's see, range selection. I'm gonna quickly, unless I can use this mask. Yeah, I'm gonna use this mask actually. Well, let's see. This is bad. No, I hate it. I'm gonna use the other mask we already have, and I'm just gonna do a clone stamp on it. But we're almost done, yeah. I'm gonna attempt to remove this actual tulip here, and for that I'm going to, let's do radius 100, that'd be crazy, and define a point, blah blah blah. See, I can just take it off like that, just so the colors don't get affected by it. Alright, let's try. I'm going to apply this and take it off and then blah blah blah. And I'm going to apply this clone. And hopefully this time we can work on the background colors without having to touch the tulip itself. Saturation, let's see. If you go crazy with the blues, it's still affected. It's better, but it's still affected. See, my goal is to get those blues like really up. Sup, Astro Beard. Wait, country, what would be a decent budget option for those filters? How is France compared to America? I love both. I love France for the food mostly, and my family obviously. I love America as well. I love everything. I love this country. I love everything. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this is enough. I might play with it more on Lightroom later, but for now it's gonna have to do it because I'm getting a headache here. You can click on parts of the image to see. Yeah, I did that, but sadly, sadly, if I click here, it's see, it's right here, but it's also affecting this bright blue here. Like it's on the same spectrum apparently, so I cannot really heighten this blue here without affecting this one, even though I already have a mask that's without this tulip, so it's really strange. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, it was a surprise, not planned. That was a last second thing. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done. What I'm going to do now is to add the stars, but before I do that, I'm going to go to Script, Utilities, and I'm going to see if we have any dark areas to heighten. So dark structure enhance. I don't think we have many here, but I like to do it just to by curiosity, right? So we'll see what happens. I want more candies, but I shouldn't. It's looking really good. Yeah, looking pretty good. I think it turned out very nice. Great job processing. Thank you. I mean, I'm going to submit it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to win, as usual. So this is with dark structure enhance. It's fine. And now I'm going to add the stars. I think with the stars it's going to look... Actually, let me save this just in case. I can save it as starless. Starless, okay. 16-bit. Is this the fastest you have processed? No, like if it's a globular cluster or an open cluster, I process in like half an hour. Because clusters, you don't have to care too much about the colors, or I mean, it depends. You don't have to care too much, but like there's so much gas everywhere here. Like clusters you can just do an ABE and it's super fast, but here, like for example, DBE took me like almost half an hour. So, and yeah, so I'm a bit afraid of this area. It's a bit too saturated, but it's fine. So I'm going to open Pixel Math, and I'm going to add the stars back on it. So I have so many files open. So this one is main, okay, plus, and what are my star mask? There we go. Main plus star mask. Let's see what happens. For a nebula, I would say this was pretty quick. Yeah, I was trying to kind of rush here, but it was pretty quick. Yeah. Then we have so many stars. It's insane. Like the star version versus the non-star version is insane. Yeah, nature. I want to win. I want an iPod this year. I want it so bad. I'm crying every night. I really want it. So we have so many stars here, guys. It's really shocking because we've been working on a starless version for like an hour and so, and adding the stars is insane. So before I'm done with this, I'm going to actually reduce the star sizes because they're a bit too large and annoying, and it should be pretty quick. I don't see a difference. Oh yeah, I do. This is pretty good, right? I like it. Even with stars, it's pretty good. It's a bit, it's lacking some vibrant colors, but besides that, it's pretty good. Should I try another star reduction? Let's see. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, fine, I'll do it. Fine. Okay. And yeah. I'm gonna go on Lightroom later and try to get some more colors on this side. But besides that, I would say we're pretty much done. Let me just play with this by curiosity. Nah. But yeah, I think we're done. What size? Thank you so much, Raid, for helping so much. That's awesome. Astronomic HA6 is pretty good too. Yeah, it's pretty affordable. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna say this is a bit weird looking here, but it's fine. I'm gonna save that, and I think I'm gonna submit it for iPod, but I have to work on it a bit more. That's it. Because if I don't, then it's not good enough. Alright guys, I think we're done. So I'm going to save this, save as tulip, done. Okay, save 16-bit, and those are our final images. So we have this one and this one. So one starless and one with stars. So thank you guys for watching. That was awesome. Don't forget to email me, Nature, for your phone case. And I still have two here. I think I'm gonna give them away next time. I'll do another live stream of something, I don't know. And we'll see. I'll find a way to get a winner somehow. Put a baby dancing inside. So yeah, I should. How long till you're chosen for iPod? I think never. I think I'll never have iPod. How long is the process? That was about, I don't even know. How long was that? An hour and some? We've been streaming for, I don't even know. It didn't tell me anywhere. How long is the stream? Oh, an hour and 34 minutes. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, Noel. I just saw you pop in here. There's a beautiful comet right beside the Crab Nebula a few nights back. That would have been a nice capture, you know, possibly a pod. Oh, I didn't even know. I had no idea. Wow. Yeah, would have been nice. Thank you, buddy. Nice processing. Thank you, Aurore. I love you, man. Who do you have to pay off for an iPod? Wait, exactly. I don't even know. I think you have to, I don't know, do some weird stuff to them for an iPod. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, guys.